cardiothoracic ward set to close to make way for the new plastic surgery unit. The controversy over the use of defective breast implants at Holby City deepened today, with more patients becoming affected.
Miss Hanssen!
Everyone
affected has now received corrective service.
So what action is the hospital taking?
I'm personally overseeing an SUI report into the matter.
Is your cardiothoracic department still closing down?
The transfer of CT services to St James's and indeed the official opening of our new plastics unit here remains on schedule, I'm happy to say.
Are the surgeons involved still working at Holby?
At this moment, no disciplinary action has been taken against any member of staff in connection with this matter. Thank you.
Well, if he ends up in the morgue, then on your head be it.
You're a very poor liar, Mr. Spence.
Oh, great. Put my picture in the goddamn paper.
You failed to find your good side, I see.
Any comeback from Sir Fraser?
Apart from the vaguest of statements to the press, nothing.
So what do you think it's going to be? Chair or lethal injection?
Sorry?
My imminent execution.
Produce Sunil Bharti and you may well get a commutation.
I am trying.
Try harder.
Can't find him.
In the meantime, we should cancel your plastics list for the rest of the week.
No, that's the equivalent of a confession.
Damage limitation, in my view.
Well, I'm not going to do it.
It's already been done, I'm afraid. Look, your mess is now my mess. Better or worse, your future is my responsibility now.
So you're just going to feed my ass to the piranhas?
I have no intention of feeding anyone's ass to any kind of fish.
Hey, this is my life you are wrecking.
And it's my hospital that's reeking of corruption, isn't it?
Oh, come on!
I have a duty of care to the whole staff, not just one surgeon.
You're getting ready to cut me loose.
You don't know me at all, do you, Mr. Spence?
Well, I certainly know self-preservation when I see it.
Looks good, doesn't it? Gleaming high-tech kit. Brave new world. It's a shame the place has descended into chaos even before it's officially open. Have you anything to report?
I'm continuing to manage the situation
Until our friend Sunil creeps out of the woodwork and confesses all. Is that the best you can do?
No.
Because if he doesn't materialize, it's someone else's head on the pike.
Perhaps I should offer my resignation.
And how do you think that will look?
Like the director of surgery taking responsibility for his own department's shortcomings.
It would look like the man I handpicked for the DOS job isn't up to scratch.
Doesn't the buck stop with me?
What chance would our FT application stand if you walked now?
So what is the next move?
The next move for you is to gather your consultants together. Tell them everything carries on as normal. This is just a blip.
Fine.
And try and make sure that oily, preening yank doesn't show up.
Hang on a sec.
What are you playing at?
What do you think?
I said no surgery.
You said no plastics.
If this is an attempt to save face...
This is an attempt to save someone's eyesight.
You are sorely testing the elasticity of my patience.
The woman needs me.
Why is it all roads in this place seem to lead back to you?
All right, unless you want to do it.
I would love to, but unfortunately I'm dealing with the tedious business of keeping this hospital afloat.
Well, you can let me do my job then?
It's Sunil Bharti. He's been sent out from A&E.
I'll be with you as soon as I can, but in the meantime, just keep our American friend away from me, will you? Right. Everybody here?
All present and correct?
Good.
Except Mr. Hope.
Oh, well, we didn't think it was appropriate for him to attend today.
Appropriate to involve our one outstanding CT consultant because he's been deemed surplus to requirements.
A debate for another day, I think.
Ah. And I take it that Mr. Spence has provided a doctor's note?
Finished? Thank you. You see, this is a pivotal moment in the history of our hospital. Foundation trust status is the key to Holby's continued survival. And despite recent distractions, I'm very pleased to say that our application remains very much on track. However, of course, we can't ignore the fact that all eyes are upon us. So, I need you to ensure that your staff maintain the highest of standards on the wards and in theatre. We simply can't afford any more errors.
Are you aware of the impact that this fiasco has had on morale?
That's why I want you to lead from the front and inspire your team.
That's going to be difficult when people see an outstanding CT unit being closed for no good reason.
Actually, the mood amongst the staff who are staying is pretty good.
Really? Well, that's commendable, especially in view of the fact that they'll be working in a department that's mired in scandal before it even opens.
Well, the SUI inquiry will deal with the implant issue, won't it? Right. Look, I think I can speak for all of us when I say that safeguarding this hospital's future is our only priority.
And I think I can speak for us all in saying that if your new plastics unit brings this place to its knees, we'll know where to lay the blame.
We don't know yet.
Can I take over, please?
Sure. I'll be outside.
Thank you, Miss Shaw. I'm sorry to hear about your troubles, Mr. Barty. As soon as we have news of your wife, we'll let you know.
Thank you.
Well, my sources tell me that you had a carload of luggage. Going anywhere nice?
On holiday.
I've seen the newspapers in the last few days. Because your sudden departure left us with a plethora of unanswered questions. So if, on recovery, you could kindly see fit to clarify a few matters, particularly regarding your erstwhile partner in crime.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am talking about clearing Michael Spence's name. What was that?
I can't help you.
They're preparing Barty for theatre now.
And the wife?
Well, she needs surgery, but she's stable.
This is the first bit of luck we've had all month.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Why not?
They've concocted some story suggesting that Michael Spence masterminded the whole scheme.
How do we know he didn't?
Well, Michael Spence may be a lot of things, but...
We need a scapegoat. A live one. Otherwise, this could scupper everything.
I'm sure once we've examined all the paperwork...
Give them the yank.
What?
He's nothing but trouble anyway.
Well, even if he's...
One way or another, he's culpable.
No, you can't...
First he seduced my daughter, now this...
I will not nail one of my top surgeons to the cross because of a personal grudge.
This isn't personal. This is business. He's a liability, and I want him gone.
Look, I can clear it Hanssen if you like.
Clear what with me?
Michael wants in on Sir Barty's surgery.
It's a clear conflict of interest.
How so?
Isn't it obvious?
Well, I can't think of anyone in this building with more reason to keep Mr. Barty alive.
Are you serious?
Thank you. All right, everyone, let's save this guy.
Would you mind giving us some room here, please?
Michael.
The one that's below the belt you need to look out for.
What's he doing here?
Well, you command an audience wherever you go.
Did you okay Spencer's presence in there?
Yes.
Why?
He's the best man for the job.
How the hell would it look if something went wrong?
Well, appearances have never been my primary concern.
I want him out of there.
Too late for that.
Spence, I want you to leave theatre now.
No.
Consider yourself suspended from duty with immediate effect.
Hanssen, you gonna let him do this?
I am trying to save a man's life here.
Stay where you are, Mr. Spence.
You've lost your mind.
I am the director of surgery at this hospital.
For the time being. Do your surgeons always work in such blissful harmony?
Damn.
What?
Coronary arteries transected.
Excuse me.
Elliot,
Yes?
how long are you going to be in there?
A while yet.
I've got his wife outside. She needs surgery now.
Another theatre?
I already tried. No room at the inn.
Can't it wait?
You tell me.
Okay. Scrub out, take a quick look.
I'll clean him out.
For God's sake. Need to give this woman a thoracotomy, so if you'll excuse me, gentlemen.
Now, Mr. Hope.
Yes.
In here?
Yes, so if you don't mind. Right, let's get going.
Any hemocell?
Okay, I need a level 1 infuser. Can't get it.
All right, more pressure.
All going to plan, is it?
Okay. Yeah, let's try to get a patch on this.
What's going on?
We lost him. Right, there's a security guard waiting outside. You have 5 minutes to collect your things. I think it would do your cause no harm to make a dignified departure.
I've just packed all my stuff up.
Oh, well, you beat me to it.
It's a bit unnecessary, isn't it?
Apparently not.
Just personal items, no paperwork. I'll be in touch to take your statement for the SUI report.
Anna, Sunil lied to you. I'm innocent.
Michael.
I'm telling you the truth.
Julia's just lost her husband.
You know it's the truth.
All I've got left of Sunil is his memory. Think I'm going to destroy that for you.
What? Did you hear that? Wait, you know it's the truth.
Michael, just go now.
Don't you ever try to undermine me like that again.
I will not destroy the career of a gifted surgeon on a whim.
A whim? Spence was the architect of his own downfall.
Well, if he's guilty of any wrongdoing...
He had to go for the sake of this hospital.
But if my investigations prove otherwise...
Oh, forget that clown! I want to know how you're going to turn this around. You've got one dead surgeon, another one suspended, a scandal with leaking implants in a brand new department, and no one to run it. All witnessed by the FT application team. Come on, Mr. Troubleshooter. Get out of this one. I pay you to come up with answers, and what are you going to do?
I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I shall be reading a short statement regarding the hospital's plans for its immediate future. I will not be taking questions. In light of the tragic death of Sunil Bharti and the suspension of Michael Spence pending an SUI inquiry into the purchase of defective breast implants, the board has decided to postpone the opening of the new plastics department indefinitely. Furthermore, the transfer of the CT unit from Darwin ward to St James's ward will be reversed and a full cardiac service reinstated at Holby with immediate effect. Given these changes, we've applied for a 3-month deferral on the decision to grant the Hospital Foundation Trust status. That's it.
Have you contacted the patients within 48 hours?
As the CT department will remain fully operational at Holby...
What's going on? Haven't you heard?
There'll be no job losses or transferal of staff or resources to St James's.
What?
I do understand that this will cause a certain amount of upheaval to some of you.
You're not kidding.
And for that, I would like to personally apologise. I do hope that this won't prevent us from moving forward as a team towards Foundation Trust status. Thank you.
I heard your statement on the radio.
And?
A more than adequate summary of my solution.
You really think it's going to work, do you?
You're going to make it work. You're going to convince the powers that be to give this place FT status.
And if I fail?
That'd make you captain of the Titanic.
Sir Fraser Anderson, Chief Executive of the SHA, had this to say.
Although this decision has been deferred, Holby City will continue to deliver first-class patient care. There is absolutely no doubt that FT status is key to the hospital's fate. But with Director of Surgery, Henrik Hanssen, at the helm, I'm sure we'll achieve our aims.